What's up YouTube? So today I'm going to install a new aftermarket steering wheel and a quick release on the MRS here. So just to start off, we remove the battery, and then right now I'm going to hop into the car and try to remove the original steering wheel. The reason I'm changing this is because I'm going to replace it with a 300mm unit OMP wheel. You guys will see that when I throw it on, and yeah, I really wanted a smaller steering wheel, and now that we have the harnesses, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, the Takata harnesses, and they go to the harness bar on the roll bar. You should be able to run with harnesses and a steering wheel if needed. And I never was a fan of stock steering wheel sizes, so it should be a huge improvement for me as far as driving feel. Alright, so the first thing you gotta do is remove the stock steering wheel. So we're gonna start by using this. It's like a star bit. And that's what you gotta use to remove the steering wheel. You can see there's a screw hole here. It's pretty obvious when you're working on the car. There was no cover on mine. Maybe you have a cover. And then we can take off the cover for the column here. And so I'm just gonna undo all the Torx bits and screws I see on the steering wheel and the steering column, just to remove this bottom piece here. I can see another one here. But yeah, we're gonna take that off, and then it's probably gonna expose the typical 19 or 17mm that holds like most steering wheels on. If you've done this before, assuming you haven't before, there's always like a big nut in the middle. But yeah, we're gonna remove these little star bits, and then I'll catch up with you guys from there. All right, so I got the airbag removed from here. It was only these two star screws that were on the side here. And the way I took this out, because when it's back here, it can't fit through the hole here, because there are these little tabs where maybe there's a trim piece or something, but it won't allow you to drop the screw out of the hole here. Like, they'll be stuck inside. So what I did was bend the plastic here so that it would fall down into this crack, which would release the airbag. So that's how you get here. If you were stuck with the screw not falling out, you just bend the plastic here, it bends right back if you want to keep the steering wheel, but it'll fall, the screw will fall down into this crack like you guys saw, and you'll be good to go to remove the airbag. While I have this open, to remove the airbag, obviously this is all removed. You just unplug it and then your airbag is removed. Okay, so you get the strap and we delete this. This is what size? 19, like I thought. That was pretty easy. Well, there goes the dash cam from the motion, but yeah, just gotta remove that. Comes off pretty easy with the impact gun. Okay, so you remove the nut here. Then take off the steering wheel. Oops. What is going on? Oh. Looks like some kind of ground. So to get this removed, one would assume we remove these, which is what I'll do next. 2 Phillips, and then maybe the one underneath. But okay, so to remove this, you just have to pop off the clips behind it. Oops. So there are these clips, you guys, if you guys can see it, right here. It clips to the back of the metal here. It's pretty straightforward. You unclip that and then unclip one on the other side. Then the clock spring will come off. And now we can finally put our hub. So the hub that I have is actually NRG Hub from my old SW20. I never installed it when I had that car. So I will be installing it here, and they should share the same spline size. And looks like they do. So I'm gonna get that lined up and then install the rest of the wheel. Alright, so I found the horn's positive wire. It's just this red and white one that was on this plug. You guys will see that you unplugged it from the clock spring. So this red and white wire is your positive. So you will connect that to the horn's positive side. Okay, so the way the horn works is you're going to have to connect it to this shiny part here. And the way you would do this, the ways I've done it before on my Skyline and MR2 and Miata is I have a paper clip that I like put here and bent this way. But I think the issue here is this is metal, and if you touch this here, the horn goes off because it completes the circuit. So the way the horn, so the horn will also go off if you touch this wire to the steering column, and that's here. So that's where it connects there. So the way you make this work is you want it again to be touching here without touching here. So what I'm gonna do is probably put a paper clip or something bent towards this way, and yeah, that's usually how I've done it, and I've never had an issue with that before. It might sound ghetto to you, but I guarantee you that's how a lot of people are doing it. But if you find a better way, then let me know. But for now, yeah, I'm probably gonna just electric tape a paper clip here, bend it towards this part, and that's how I'll make the horn work. Alright, so here is my paper clip. Looks pretty ghetto, I know. But this is what I've done on multiple cars and platforms, and it's never failed on me, and it works every time. Basically, again, you're lining it up so that it touches this, and that it, yeah, and you can adjust the tension by adjusting how much the paper clip is bent here, like out or in, and that will make sure it stays in line with here, because there's a little lip on this ring here, and yeah. And then I just put electric tape around so that it doesn't get stuck on like with the horn, so it'll never touch and set the horn off on its own. But basically I stripped the wire and wrapped it around the paper clip, and yeah, this works. And there might be better ways to do it, a clean way, but this seems to be the best way that works for me. I've done this many times, and so have a lot of other people. So we're just gonna button this up now, make sure we line up this part with the wire, and we should be good to go. Alright, so from here on out, it's pretty much the reverse. You just put this here. Just a little one ugga, and that should be pretty tight. So this is on there holding the hub, and this gives you these holes which would fit pretty much any steering wheel. Here, let me go get the quick release hub from on my roof. There's the S2000. So here we have, well, this one's the hub lock, so this will lock the quick release so that no one can steal it, or steal the car, I say, or put a steering wheel on the car. Not too many people steal these cars, so I'm not too worried, and I have it garaged. But yeah, here's the quick release unit. So this is the part that goes to the steering wheel, and then this has the holes that we will screw on to, well, this part goes on to here, and then we will screw that on and put this here, and then the steering wheel goes here. Alright, so now I am just installing the quick release part onto the hub. So you don't actually need to buy this quick release, you could just bolt the steering wheel up to the hub. And that would just mean you don't have a quick release function. The reason I have this is because it's easier to get in and out of the car, and I'm able to lock the hub and prevent theft if needed, and take the steering wheel with me if needed, like overnight or in a backpack or whatever. Basically, it's just added security and ease of access to the car, getting in and out of the car now that I have this Recaro SPG. But yeah, so that's what I'm installing now, just the quick release part. And as you can see, the horn would wire to, it clicks onto these when you click the steering wheel on. So we're just going to snug these up, and then we should be able to pop the steering wheel on. Alright guys, so we wrapped up the install. Here's the quick release hub, and the quick release is now on my steering wheel, the OMP 300mm. So let's pop it on. There we go. Horn works. And we are done. So I really like the feel of the steering wheel. It's 300mm, way smaller than the stock one. Here's the stock wheel. You can fit it around the wheel. I think probably stock might be like 370, but you guys can see it's a lot smaller than stock. This will allow me to give a lot more input as far as like counter steering and stuff a lot faster than normal, and allow me to make faster adjustments with less movement of my hands, and allow me to basically drive faster with less steering effort. I prefer a really small steering wheel and the fastest reactions possible, which is why I like the MRS, and now we're making the reactions even faster. Um, I also wanted to get a steering wheel with a stripe here, so I'm happy with that. No more electric tape steering wheel. And yeah, I guess while we are here, I'll also show you guys the NRG Hub lock and how that works. So here we don't have the steering wheel on, and say for example you're leaving and you want to just take your steering wheel off. Okay, there you go. Sorry, it's been a while since I had run this. What this does is it just pops on here and you lock the hub. So with this, you can't pop a steering wheel on, and then you have a key to undo this. Let me get the key. So you put the key here, and twist and remove. Let's do it again. They're locked. All right, guys. So here's a final run through of how it looks. Oh, close the door. Sounds annoying. Let's turn on the camera light. So there you go. I haven't put the horn button sticker on yet, so it'll say OMP here. Most horn buttons, if not all, are a sticker. But yeah, so we got that. Got my harnesses. Got my neon lights on the bar. And yeah, interior is pretty much done, I guess, for a while. Besides, I'll probably have an oil pressure light. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.